Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So new details are emerging from the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. And one of the big things is that they're trying to break into the shooter's phone. And so they're going to outsource it to an Israeli company. So y'all check out this video.
All right, stop what you're doing. Take a look at this chilling new video taken by one of the men actually shot during the Trump assassination attempt. Shows a figure moving across the roof just moments before shots were fired. And today, former President Trump expected to be interviewed by the FBI about the shooting. Chris Swecker, a former assistant FBI director, and he joins me now. Chris, of all the videos that we have seen so far, is this one the most damning when it comes to the Secret Service response? Because quite frankly, it's the audience's perspective, the crowd's perspective, and we can see something that doesn't look quite right. Where was the Secret Service?
So crazy.
Yeah, it's both damning and chilling. And, you know, I hark back to the testimony of the acting Secret Service director, where he went to great pains to make a case that the snipers could not have seen him.
That's so ridiculous. I mean, this person is literally in the stands. And you're saying Secret Service can't see this obvious person running across the roof? This is absolutely ridiculous, guys. And it just shows what a terrible job they did with this whole thing.
But here you can see him from the ground.
From the ground!
So, and in plenty of time to actually intervene if need be. I mean, this was a case of just really poor execution, planning, and communication.
You think?
I think the myth has been busted that the Secret Service are the best in the business.
Yeah.
They've been going for 40 years with no incident, and I think they just got complacent.
Today, FBI victim interview of Donald Trump will take place. Maybe it's me. I just think this is going to be pro forma. Correct me if you think I'm wrong. But with each passing day, the feds, the state and local, have a blame game that just seems to grow with fingers pointed at one another, grows more and more by the day.
Yep.
As you have studied the information that has come to you, what story do you think is the most plausible? When you look at the information, what does the real story look like to you?
Yeah, I mean, first about Trump's interview, you're right, that's a non-event. I mean, there's nothing he will add that the FBI doesn't already know. But I think the narrative here, the storyline here, writ large, is that the Secret Service got very complacent. As I mentioned earlier, they've gone 40 years with no incident, and so they're more out there posing than they are actually.
What are they thinking though? Like, just because you've gone 40 years without an incident, you just think, oh, just show up, nothing's bad is going to happen because, you know, Secret Service is here. Like, how there's a difference between complacent and incompetent, and I would argue with them and say this isn't just complacency. This isn't 100% pure incompetence.
Actually implementing security measures. The blame game, to me, is the only blame is on the Secret Service. When you're working interagency operations, you have to make darn sure that your local police departments and state departments are connected in to the command center, whether they're on their own network or on the Secret Service network. It doesn't matter. There's two people from different agencies sitting right next to each other, passing information real time. That just didn't happen, but that's executive protection 101. And I just think that, that they were poorly trained and poor planning, poor execution. And you stand back, you look at the Secret Service these days, they're more investigative agency than they are a protective agency. And I think they have to reverse that. Only about 30% of their resources are doing protection.
Your former agency, the FBI, has contracted an Israeli tech firm, meantime, to help get through the encryption on the shooter's devices, that according to sources. Why? Why doesn't the FBI have this technology in-house already? I mean,
before they continue, we haven't had this for a long time. We've had to outsource it because we always ask Apple, hey, can you give us a back door every time there's a major incident like this? And Apple's always like, no. And I'm okay with that, guys, because I have an Apple device, right? And I don't want the government having a back door. So it actually makes me feel good every time this happens that they can't break into Apple. They have to outsource it to some private company because the government can't do it themselves. But anyway, all right, let's continue watching.
The United States, why do we have to contract out to an Israeli firm to get this, Chris?
Yeah, because they're better than we are. at this kind of tech exploitation, forensic exploitation. We're good, but we're not as good as the Israelis. And you got these encrypted apps that are developed overseas, developed in outside the United States, and some of the information is some of it's not stored, some of it's on the device still, but they got to crack into the password to get into the device. So I'm not surprised that they've gone to the Israelis. They just are better at it.
That doesn't make me feel reassured in any way, shape, or form, but it's honesty, and that's what we get from you, Chris Swecker.
Okay, guys. So, man, that's just so insane that they can't break into the device. And I love how he said, we're good, but, the Israelis are better. Okay, you can't say you're good if you can't break in. Right? He's trying to save a little face there for the agency. But he's like, we're good, but we're just not as good as them. That's why we're letting them do it. No. You've never been able to break through the encryption on these modern devices, at least not from what's been shown on the public side. You've always outsourced this. And again, I'm happy with that. I'm glad they're having to outsource this. That the FBI can't get into my device makes me feel really great. It makes me feel like Apple's doing a great job. And the fact that Apple says, no, we're not going to let y'all break into our device. We're not going to get into this device for you because we hold all of our customers' privacy at that level. That just makes me feel so good about the company. Of course, Apple's not perfect. They have a lot of other issues, but at least on the public side, they're not letting the government break into your personal device. Anyway, guys, hey, let me know what you think down in the comments. Leave a like on this video and subscribe for more content like this. I'll see y'all in the next video. Take it easy. Peace.